Hello, running from Dragon's Tubers, and welcome back to a new Let's Play of Shadowrun Dragonfall with me, BlueAnkylo. So this is the next game in the modern Shadowrun series. It comes after Shadowrun Returns, which I finished playing recently. And I had a lot of fun playing that, so I decided I should play the next game in the series as well. And this is it. So last time we played the life of a Decker hacker guy. I guess he was a rigger Decker mostly. Very intelligent and handled all kinds of drones and lots of matrix hacking. And that was pretty fun. It wasn't terribly difficult the way it worked out with our current, with our character base and our difficulty settings. So this time through, we're going to be playing with a different difficulty. We're going to very hard now. And I've done just a small bit of testing just to make sure the first couple missions are viable. And although it's definitely harder than it used to be, I think we can handle it. I just need to keep in mind that it's not the same as last game and sort of plan appropriately. Last time I spent a lot of time planning and preparing, and I didn't even need to because the enemies were so weak. This does mean that the enemies are going to have kind of ridiculous accuracy, and they will probably be shooting us unfairly. Like, they will be hitting us more often than they should. Probably doing more damage too, but if I can plan for it... Oops, I didn't mean to put that. If I can plan for it and account for it, we'll be fine. I just got to be careful. And if we honestly, if we have characters go down or we have to reload, it's probably better. This is not supposed to be a setting where your superpowered heroes just plow through everything and you win. This is supposed to be a dark, dangerous setting where you're not the most powerful dude on the block. And if you mess up and you make the wrong choices, you really will die. Like, there's no... You know, you're not, it's not like your Final Fantasies where you're overpowered all the time. So anyway, let's get started here. I have played a little bit. I haven't really read much of the script. I just wanted to see how the battles worked. There's some new mechanics compared to Shadowrun Returns, and we'll have to learn those as we go along. So that should be fun. So we're going to do Shadowrun Dragonfall. The year is 2054. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the city of Berlin, the Flux State. A grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. If only it were that simple. Now, I don't remember if you're supposed to be the same character as the last one. I kind of think it's probably a new Shadowrunner, unlike the last guy. The last guy sort of retired with all the money from Shadowrun Returns, the Dead Man Switch. This one, I don't know. It might be a little bit different. I'm definitely going to be playing a different character. So yeah, like I said, we're playing on very hard. It should be... Hopefully we can make it, but it'll probably be considerably more challenging than normally hard. So we're going to make a new character this time. Now, last time... Obviously, we focused on intelligence, and we did drones and rigging, or drones and decking. We're going to do something different this time. First off, I think we'll play as a female, just to be a little bit odd. And last time we played as a human as well, so again, we're going to pick a different race. I've decided that I'm actually going to pick an elf. I know I tend to pick on the elves a lot, and the girly men, but... The point is, elves get +1 natural charisma and have a much higher charisma cap than anyone else. And I kind of need that because I'm going to play as a shaman. And shaman's base stat is charisma. So we kind of need, the more free charisma and bonus charisma we can get, the better of a shaman. So as far as I can tell, the best shaman has to be an elf. So, you know, I'm a sucker for min-maxing. Certainly you could play as a dwarf shaman, but I think a dwarf with willpower might make a better mage, for instance. And then obviously if you want to be an orc or a troll, you're probably going to be better at melee, or something like that, with more strength and body. More of a tanking, shooty character. So anyway, let's go with elf shaman, like I said. I did pick out a possible character earlier. These ones look more like adepts. There should be someone that I was happy with. I looked through this. I think I'm just going to go with her. One of these versions of her. I'm not a huge fan of the tattoos, to be honest. I mean, Shamans often have that sort of thing. But I think we'll go with... This one looks like it's cybered up a little bit, which isn't really something Shamans traditionally do. So we'll go with this one. We got kind of cool red and blue highlights in our hair. It's kind of fun. We'll go with her. Should be totally acceptable. So let's continue. So, because I went through most of this on Shadowrun Returns, I'm going to assume that most of you guys have seen them, or at least are relatively familiar with how the karma system works. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going into it this time. Suffice to say, we actually have the ability to decrease a couple stats at the beginning of this game. I think we start with overall more points than at the beginning of Shadowrun Returns. Not a lot, but a little bit. Now, because I want to be a shaman focusing on charisma, we're definitely going to want to start, like, we actually could go, oops, cancel, hold on. I could go all the way back to, like, 4 points of charisma to start with. But I think starting with 6 is fine, and, I mean, I'll talk about etiquettes in a little bit, but we'll use 6 more points for that. We've got different skills here. So we've got summoning, which is effects like, well, for one, it's one of the things that increases your spellbook slots, and it lets you choose a totem, which we're definitely going to want to do, and eventually we'll be able to summon spirits more often from, these are like in-map areas where we can summon spirits sort of for free. Otherwise, we have to buy fetishes that we consume to summon a spirit. And because we are an elf, we can get the maximum for all of these skills. Whereas humans and dwarves stop at 9. So we can get 3 points higher in all of these thanks to our elfiness. So that's the spirit summoning track. The spirit control track, we might not actually have to invest in, because I'm going to tell you a secret in a little bit. I have a feeling we can leave this dumped low. Now, I expect the mechanic is every turn you've got a % chance of the spirit breaking free and attacking you. But I might not need to invest all the way up to 12 on this one. We'll see. And then Conjuring is more of our spell casting type thing. It's very similar to the Maging. So if we want to use Haste or Slow or any of those spells, we need Conjuring. And I definitely want Conjuring to get high. So we're going to need, for sure, Charisma, probably pretty high Spirit Summoning and high Conjuring. Otherwise, we might also pick up a little bit of normal mage casting, spell casting, and willpower. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. But it probably won't be too difficult to get a few points into spell casting, which would let me cast the aim accuracy, the armor buff. I might not be throwing fireballs around, but I might get some basic mage spells. We're going to ignore intelligence skills, other than maybe a little bit of biotech, just so we can see enemy HP. We're probably going to avoid strength again. I know some of you guys, I'm sure, would love to see some of the high-level melee stuff, or unarmed stuff. But this is not going to be the correct character for that. Also, there's a lot more throwing weapons in this game. There actually are ninja stars and kunai and stuff that you could use, so throwing weapons are a little bit more viable now. And again, guns. I'm probably not going to focus on guns again. I know this is like the second run in a row where I don't focus on it. There's some cool stuff in here, no doubt, but I'm just going to focus on magic. So with that, I could lower my body resistance so I can put more points into my spirits and my spells. We're going to start with that. I might put 4 more points into here. We'll see. The other big benefit that I haven't mentioned yet is because our main stat is charisma, we're going to be great faces in the Shadowrun world. We're going to be really good at talking to people, and we'll have a lot of etiquettes. We'll eventually have, well, basically all the etiquettes. 6 etiquettes at level 12 should be probably all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all but one. We'll be able to get all the dialogue options, which might mean we get more money and more rewards. So that's nice. So I don't know in this game, again, which ones are the best, but I'm going to start with Shadowrunner because I feel like anyone who wants to be a Shadowrunner should learn the Shadowrun etiquette. It just feels like you're just a blind puppy if you don't even know how Shadowrunning works and you're trying to be one. So we'll start with that. Now I've got 11 points left. I would definitely like to get summoning up. Well, I definitely need the totem choice. Okay, this is part of my master plan. Okay, So as a shaman, I don't know if this was in the first one, in Shadowrun Returns. I didn't pick a shaman. But in Shadowrun Dragonfall, you do also pick a totem. So I'll go through these because they're new. The bear totem gives you an ability to heal everyone around you of 1 damage, of 1 attack value. So could heal 1 HP, could heal 10 HP, could heal 20. Seems okay. The cat. 1 dodge for 3 rounds to everyone around you. I'm not sure exactly what 1 dodge translates into, but it doesn't sound like much. It's probably like 5 or 10% dodge. Whoop-de-whoop. Coyote. All friends get +1 quickness. Very similar to +1 dodge. I don't expect it's that great. Eagle. +15% chance to hit to all nearby allies. That's not bad. I was considering Eagle because chance to hit is always very valuable. And just an AoE, everyone gets better aim. That's pretty good. I don't know if that will affect magic or just like weapon attacks. Like I assume Eagle is kind of related to eyesight, so that might be specifically for shooting. I don't know if that affects melee or magic. It might, but it also has a low cooldown, so I could use this very regularly. Raccoon is a move bonus, which isn't horrible, but I don't think that's that amazing. Moving, you know, it's nice to jump from cover to cover, but like more important if you're going to be melee, but you know, I'm not going to be doing that myself. The Creator Idol, this is the one I want. This thing has a 3-turn cooldown. It lasts, it doesn't say it here, but I think it lasts 3 turns. So I need to move close to my spirits, which is dangerous, right? Like if they're up close to the enemies, I have to be up close as well, and I can't move them around as freely. But I can make it so they cannot break away. And I'm pretty sure it just takes 1 action every 3 turns, and as long as I'm near my spirits, I'm pretty sure they'll never break free. Which means I don't need to invest anything into spirit control, as long as I can keep using this. The other options, just to go through them. Dragon Slayer. Damage reduction is new in this game. Armor will give it eventually, and there might be points in body or something that eventually gives this as well. You actually can reduce the damage you take. Like if normally your weapon did 10 damage, if you have this effective, you'll take 7 damage from those hits, which isn't bad. And I think if you get like a weak shot, you go 10 divided by 2 minus 3. So I think, well, either that or 10 minus 3 divided by 2. Either way, that seems kind of okay. And then we've got heals of their most... That's where we started, right? Well, this is the same as the Bear Idol as far as I can tell. Wild Huntsman, +4 damage, less accuracy seems like bad to me. And then there's our bear that just heals you of your last damage. So maybe the... Yeah, it's got to be the same thing, right? All friends nearby. All friends within 3 of... Yeah, it's the same thing as far as I can tell. Anyway, what we really want is this Creator Idol. So I'm kind of banking on that. I'm not going to invest in Spirit Control right now. We've got 8 points, so I could get to 4 in Conjuring and 4 into Spirit Summoning. I would kind of like to aim for Spirit Summoning 5, actually. Because this will let me get more spirits, basically. After that, I'm not sure how valuable Spirit Summoning will be, to be honest. So I definitely want the Spellbook slots and the extra summons. And then the Conjuring will determine what kind of spells we can cast. And we might need this to get really high to cast the best Shaman spells. So we'll definitely go with that, and I might just save for that one last point, to be honest. I'm going to try to learn how to use the barriers better. Yeah, I'll fight. We'll just get this while I'm here. Well, it's this or body points. And I am playing on very hard, so it's likely I'm going to take more damage. Another 10 HP might be very valuable. And chance to just resist damage. Alright, I'm going to start with this for now. We'll get our body, because this is what we naturally started at with 4, and then I like refunded the points. So I feel like this is a pretty good start for our Shaman. Maybe a little bit more charisma than we need, but this should mean we're really good at dialogue early on. And enough summoning that we can, pretty quickly we'll be able to switch to 2 spirits. And then we'll start working on Conjuring, get those up to level 6, and then we'll see what we need after that. Because it's going to start costing a lot of points. I might put some into dodge and stuff, like I did last time. We might put a couple points into quickness and dodge. Just because it's cheap. Okay, good. So now the rest of our etiquettes, because we should start with 3. We picked Shadowrunner. I think last time I picked Security and Corporate. Which seems fine to me. Security seems really useful. Just in the last game, there seemed to be a lot of chances for security to come up. As in, like, we are corporate security. And knowledge about corporations, I mean, I know the intro said that Berlin is not under corporate control as much as others, but maybe we'll pick Street to start with. Sure. Let's go Shadowrunning, Security, and Street. It shouldn't take too long before we get another one, and we'll go with... We'll see. Maybe we feel like we'll need Corporate by then, or maybe we'll go Socialite or something. But this should give us a good rounding. Shadowruns, Security, Street. That seems like a good low-level Shadowrunning knowledge. And as we move up the ranks, we'll think about bigger things. Bigger picture. Many runners use a street name. Well, we are blue, but we're going to be Lady Blue this time. So let's get to it. The Harfold Manor run. So unlike the last game, which started with a lot of talking, we're going to start on a run. Life was good. Easy jobs, regular pay, a reliable crew. But things went south, and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great Dragon Loafweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And, as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. It's your 3rd run with Monica and her team, an old castle holdfest, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is a standard smash and grab. Check the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. So we're the newbie on the squad, but at least we've got a squad. That's a good start. We didn't even have one last time, on the last game. Harfold Manor, 2054, east of Berlin. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to the old castle holdfest, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. Yeah, of course. I mean, maybe we'll get in and out without anyone noticing us, right? It's possible. We're sneaky. You know it for what it is. A pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Well, we just have to make sure we don't shoot anybody. Alright, I gotta work out some voices. Some of these people will be recurring. Probably all of them to some degree. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day. Watched her get her first data jack. Now she's your team leader and a Drek hot decker to boot. She's also got a cool hairstyle. Just like me. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes, top to bottom. Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love? Dietrich, Shaman, the old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. He's our competition, seeing as he's an old shaman. Maybe. Monica's eyes twinkle with mischief. How many times have I told you, you can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth. That trid trash will rot your brain. It's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light. A few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. Just like old times, eh? Monica's smile returns, more wistful this time. The moonlight catches her face at a strange angle. Yeah, just like old times. Milk run or not, we should be careful. Glory, razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iger, are you in position? Calm link crackles and the response comes back low and soft. Softer than you'd expect from a troll. Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut. I have a clear line of fire on the estate service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent. Thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Iger out. The comm link goes dark. Monica winks at you. She drops her arm. See? We're professionals. Alright, people. Enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault. So we get him the data from the vault. Quiet, quick, quiet, and quick. And quick. And quiet. You said quick twice. Worm talk is on tonight. Glory raises an eyebrow. Slightly. I told you. It's educational. Alright, we're off to a great start. So, just like last time, there we are. This time, unfortunately, we're an elf. But we'll make it do. We'll make do. Grab our gear. First up, we get a gun. Just like last time, we can pick what we'd like. We have no skill with any of this, so let's just pick the longer range type. Actually, maybe let's just pick the submachine gun. It's a little bit more spray and parry. And then the rest of our kit. All we got was haste 1 and a 1 elemental summon, basically. You grab your running gear from a worn duffel bag near the weaponry. Oh, we also got some med kit and a trauma kit. And an acid bolt. Now we're talking. Alright, so yeah, there's going to be some changes to the old shaman business here. So now we've got, kind of like how mages had a weapon, a spell that they could use as a weapon. We get acid bolt. It doesn't do much damage, but it does do damage over time. We also got haste, which is our favorite from the old days. And, you know, just some basic stuff. No big deal. Not a lot of armor. Shouldn't have any cyberware. And we can't see the rest of the team at the moment. Good. Let's get going. Sneaky, sneaky, right? Just have a look around first. Doesn't look like there's much over here. Let's go explore the castle. Lots of cool stuff around to look at, though. I mean, is it like angels riding lions? I don't know. Is that like something in a real Berlin castle? Seems like something they might do. Don't worry, guys. I'll be right there. Just checking out this side. Okay, there's the gate. That's cool. Hopefully we won't have to scale that. Looks painful. Alright, I've scouted the perimeter. Let's go. Really, that was Iger's job. Alright, I have to keep the team alive. You got high expectations for me. So now we should be able to see everybody, I think. So we've got Monica, who is our very, very intelligent decker. She's probably about as good at decking as I was. Probably better at decking than I was at the end of the last game. Although she doesn't do drones like I did. And she also knows how to shoot a rifle. So good for her. She does have a data jack, that's all. Then we've got Glory, who's pretty good at close combat, although no actual skill with melee or unarmed, oddly enough. But she can throw weapons, she's got some skill in close combat, and she's good with a pistol. Pretty good strength, honestly, just... You gotta get melee weapons or unarmed if you want to be good at that. Let's check out her cyberware. Oh, and her weapons, I guess. Actually, yeah. Gear for Monica. She's got her assault rifle and her deck. She's got ESP, grenade, medkits, good deal. Basic decker outfit. Cool look. Then we've got Glory, who's got hand razors. Oh yeah. Damage is your strength +2, so she's got to pump up that strength and she'll keep getting better razors. She got herself a pistol, a bunch of healing medkits. And she's got a cyber arm, an antique cyber arm. It's not even that great. And an antique cyber arm with strength. And an adrenal pump. This could be interesting. So she's got basically the ability to cast haste on herself. So that's pretty fun. Then we've got Dietrich, our shaman. He's got haste, heal, electrocore, and aim. So he's kind of like our support mage from the last game. He also uses throwing knives. That's fun. And he does have some fetishes as well. No cyberware, and I suppose I should check his stats. Okay with throwing, pretty good with spell casting, and better than me at summoning right now. But we'll beat him out eventually, don't worry. I guess, what's her name? I already forgot. Glory is actually pretty good at healing people with her intelligence, too. So, there we go. That's our team. Let's get to the lower floor. I guess, well, I hate to say it, but maybe we'll wait till the next episode. Yeah, I know I didn't get to any action on the first one, but we're all ready to go. But, you know, chances are there's going to be some combat. It's going to drag on for more than 5 minutes. I don't want to go super long. So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully you've got a good introduction to the game, and you should expect much like the last one. Although, like I said, there's going to be a few new mechanics that we'll talk about, well, probably next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.